Good morning, everyone. My name is Elder Leandra Green, and I come on behalf of Inspired and Redeemed Ministries. And I would like to personally take out this time to thank everybody that's viewing this blog on today, that reads the blogs daily. I'm praying, as I say in every video, that it isn't blessing you, that it's encouraging you, that you're uplifted, and that you're growing and inspired by everything that I place on this blog. Today, I wanted to pick a topic that would be suitable for the natural as well as the spiritual. And I wanted to use a topic titled, Are You Embracing the Season That You're In? I picked this topic for number one. As you all can look out your windows, you will see that there is snow on the ground. You can see as you walk outside the mist in front of you. As you open up your mouth and begin to talk, you can see the fog forming from the words that are coming out of your mouth. You can see when you go outside, you can feel the cold air hitting your face and the tears beginning to well in your eyes because of the cold air. Today, I wanted to pick this topic because the season is changing. And I felt like even though naturally the seasons are changing, spiritually the seasons are changing as well. And we have to be open and understand what season we're in and are we actually embracing the season that we're in. I'm not a fan of cold weather. For those that know me, I don't like the winter time. I don't like the fall. I am a summer and spring girl and I love the warmness. It's something about the cold. It makes me want to stay inside my home. And so I thought about that from a spiritual perspective. The fall and the winter time, usually people are not quick to go out. They want to kind of get home and get into the area where it's warm. And I believe that happens spiritually as well. In the winter time, spiritually, we go through seasons. Winter season spiritually as well as naturally. And a winter season means that we're all in like almost in a hibernation stage, that God is using us to stay in a certain place so that he can groom us and shape us and speak to us. It's a time of consecration. It's a time of dedication. It's a time where the leaves are falling from off the tree outside naturally, but the leaves spiritually are falling from off of our tree in the fall. You see that they're becoming bare. And that means that God is removing some things off of us, and he's about to take us into a place where a freshness, and that's what we would consider our spring season, where we begin to see naturally the trees begin to bud and the grass begins to grow. And I believe spiritually that it's the same concept. I wanted to talk about a scripture really brief that God gave to me, and it's Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. And it says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. I believe even though we go through seasons where we're in hibernation, where we're really not out as much as we used to be, meaning that we're not doing as much, God's shutting us down for a season. It's a reason why God, he's starting to change us. He's starting to redo us, remake us, meaning our friends change, our conversation change, the places we go to change, because God is rebuilding us during the winter and fall season. The old us are beginning to fall off of us, and God is beginning to pull some things out of us that's really not pleasing unto him, and that's been hindering us from growing. So that way when the springtime comes, we can see the harvest from what we endured through the winter and the fall. So I wanted to talk about one more other scripture before I move forward, and it is from Genesis chapter 8 verse 22, and it says, while the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night shall not cease. What is that telling me? That is saying that no matter what season comes in our lives, the day and the night is still moving. Life is still moving. And sometimes we get in certain seasons in our life where we allow it to hinder us. It causes us to almost go into a state of shock because of the turmoil and the problems that we face in certain seasons. So even as the seasons are changing, you within your own self have come to a complete halt. And God wants you to understand on this morning that even though the seasons around you are changing, you may be changing the company that you keep. You may be changing your personality, meaning that you're becoming more like Christ. Even though you're going through some traumatic situations that may be causing you to be removed from the old into the new, the days are still moving. The days and the nights are still going. So that means don't stay in that place, even though you may be going through something rough in this season. Allow God to make you and mold you in that season. So when when the spring comes and when the summer comes, the harvest time, you will be able to see the fruit of your labor. Don't allow the enemy to captivate you in that place where you're not growing, where you don't see God behind the scenes working, that you're so focused on the season that you're in, even if it's your marriage, if it's your children, if it's your finances, whatever the season you're going through, you looking for a job or you're homeless, whatever your situation is in this season, know that God is still moving behind the scenes. The days and the nights are still rolling. That means that God is still in control of your situation. And what you have to do is to trust him and know that he is God beyond all that's going on around you. Trust him. Lean not to your own understanding, but acknowledge him in all of your ways, and he will direct your path. So I'm encouraging you, embrace the season that you're in, knowing that God is completely in control. No matter how rough the season is, God, I'm telling you, your harvest is around the corner. The milk and the land that's flowing with milk and honey is right around the corner after this season. So I want you to endure, hold on, fight the good fight of faith, and know that God has your back and that he's working something out of you so that he can bring some greatness into you. I hope this word has blessed you. I hope that it's encouraged you. Please visit my blog at www.inspiredandredeemed.com. Thank you again for visiting this website. I'm hoping that every day you are encouraged and uplifted. Pass the word around. Send it out to your friends. Text it out. I don't care if you Facebook tag somebody and say, sis, I know you're going through a rough season right now, but know that things are working out in your favor. Again, my name is Elder Leandra Green. Please be blessed, and I hope to see you again on Friday. Thank you so much.